Okay, this is Andy here. Today I want to introduce you the mobile dry room here. So please follow my camera. I will show you what the dry room looks like. First, you can see the two big windows here, and it will let you to observe the inside. And now here is the air shower. You can see here all air holes, and I need to go inside. So when I go inside, I have to close the door, then the air shower will, to blow the body to remove the dust and moisture. Okay, after that, so we can enter the dry room here. Alright, and then after into the dry room, we can see all the space here. So all the corners is covered by the plastic. So all the gaps are sealed. Okay. So here we can see the part at the bottom. So all the part here is the air will goes out to the room from here. So, and if you look at the ground, so all the ground is covered by the stainless steel plate, which makes sure there's no damage on your floor. And if we look at the top, so we can see the inside actually is the filter, which the air will come inside from here. So the air will come back and come inside from here filtered by the filter right here. And on the top here there is a pot which we can put the wires and the tubes from outside to inside. Alright. And normally you can put your table right here, and you can put your machines, everything on the table. Here is the socket. So the power socket is still on construction. So you can put the cable to here to put your power here. Alright. And maybe there. So, and right here you can see there are two pillars. So, and also there are two windows which will make the air go back from here. Alright. So all the corners are covered by plastic again, all right here. So we can look at the corner. So all the corners is covered, so it makes your room looks like tidy and clean. Alright. And here we've got an emergency door. So this door is actually only for emergency use. So when you want to get out the dry room, you actually need to use the dry room there. Use the air shower there to go outside. This is only for emergency. So when you have any emergency, you just push it so you can go outside immediately. All right. 结束了吗？ So here we want to introduce to you how to do the operation of the dry room. So first, our dry room mainly made of three main parts. First, that's the dry room. Second, here is the water chiller. And then the dehumidifier. So the machine system consists of the three parts. How to operate the machine? First, we need to turn on the power for the water chiller, and then we need to press the on-off button to start the machine. After that, after 5 seconds, we need to press the compressor to make sure the water starts circulating and the water temperature starts decreasing. Second, we need to power on the dehumidifier. and we press the power on button. Then the system will start after 10 seconds. Let me introduce you about the information on the main screen. First, from the top to the bottom, the first is the regenerative heating temperature and the post-regeneration heating temperature. As you can see, we have 1 and 2 rotary dehumidifier in the middle of the machine. So we need to heat them both. That's the heating temperature of both of the rotary dehumidifier. And below is the regeneration heating opening and the post-regeneration heating opening. So the opening means the heating temperature and the fans opening at how much percent. So from 0 to 100%. That's the heating opening, the heating gate opening. So it can adjust itself. And below here we have the initial effect front cooling temperature right here. This is the front cooling temperature. The front cooling temperature is the air temperature, but actually it is cooled by the water. Okay, let me show you where is the front air cooling is. So it is right here. So the water is going inside the cooler pipes and the air will goes through the water pipes and come from here. So that's the front. And the post is here, which has the same function. And here is the blower. The blower speed can be adjusted. The blower's purpose function is to deliver the air inside of the dehumidifier. And there's medium efficiency. And here is the opening degree of the medium surface cooler valve. Same function from 0 to 100% for the cooler valve opening rate. Here is the supply air temperature. Now it is 24.4 degree. So which means the air supplied from this dehumidifier to the room is 24.4 degree. But actually we didn't start it. So when we started, normally it is around 17 degree. And the post heating opening gate, same meaning supply air dew point and the retain air dew point. That's the two main factor we need to care about. Here outdoor temperature, outdoor humidity, outdoor dew point, which will be displayed here. Now we have the home page and we have the alarm page. The alarm page will show you where is alarm, what's the alarm information. Based on the alarm information, you can find how to solve it. Here we have the detail log information, which will record most of the important information we need. And we can use a USB export to export the information. Regarding how to do that, we need to open the bag and we can see the USB port here. Also here we have the history curve, which will show the dew point vertical and the horizontal is the time. And then we come to the parameter setting. The user parameter. User, no need password, we just enter. So here is the user parameter. First, the medium gauge cooling valve temperature setting, which is set at 12 degree. As the post heating temperature setting, which is set at 13 degree. So what's the meaning? That's the temperature of the medium cooling device, which we showed to you just now. So the temperature is 12 and 13 degree. We can try to increase the 12 and 13. We can try to increase them, and it's better we just set it 12 to 15 degree for the medium gauge cooling valve setting temperature, the first one. The second one, just to keep it 30. And number 3 is the dehumidification control, setting of the routine air dew point temperature. And that's the dew point of the air supply. So the air supply is minus 65, the dew point temperature is, return air dew point is minus 40. So that's the target. When the air reaches to these two levels, the system will go to the economy mode, so it will consume less power. And here is the regenerative heating 1, 2, which is for here 1 and 2. Okay. And when the temperature reaches to the target, it will go below and below lower one to go to the economy mode to work in the lower mode. And when the temperature is not the target, it will go back to the working mode. You can consider it is the higher high power working mode and low power working mode. Alright, that's it. And here is outdoor dew point temperature. Outdoor, you don't need to set it, just you know it is here. For the maintenance, we go to the maintenance page and we input the password. We can come in here. So everyone, I can explain to you. The start up delay set is 10 seconds. Means we press the start button, it will need 10 seconds to start it. Stop time is 300 seconds. Means I shut down the machine, it needs 300 seconds to completely shut it down. And the correction, supply air dew point correction. This correction need to correct the sensing temperature or the sensing dew point, but they are not recommended to set any value here. Anti-freezing open setting, 20%. That's the anti-freeze setting. And the dehumidifier delay, 108 seconds, 1800 seconds, 980 seconds. That's for the dehumidifier, rotary dehumidifier, 1 cycle time. We don't need to set it. And the anti-freeze alarm temperature setting, 5 degrees. This is for the anti-freeze alarm. When it is 5 degrees, it will alarm you to let you to change the water to the anti-freezing liquid. For others, you also do not need to set it. Also here we can see that you exhaust the heat high limit alarm, which is set at 180 degrees, which means if it is over 150, it will give you alarm for high temperature. But actually it will not, because we have already set the air switch, which will automatically switch off when the temperature is overheat. Okay, that's the introduction of the main screen. So again, what we need to care about is actually just the 2 points. First, the supply air dew point and the return air dew point. The return air dew point is actually the room dew point. Alright. Now let's go inside the room. Alright, we are going inside the room from the emergency door right here. So inside the room we have the power socket, 1, 2, 3 on different walls. and we have the air tubes and the power lines of the air shower at that point. Alright, inside here and there is the air coming inside pot. So the air will coming inside from the top, and then it will goes back from 1, 2, 3 window. So the 3 windows is air output. The air return pot. Okay. And we have the light here. We have the air shower here. So inside the room, you can see is quite clean and quite tidy. You can place your working table anywhere you want.